Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Yomi. My name is Yomi and I make college, art, and travel related videos. And for today's video, I will be talking about how I have learned 10 different languages. I don't speak these languages fluently, but there are 10 different languages that I've studied in school or that I've self-studied. So I'm going to try to remember all of them. So the languages that I've studied or learned are English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Bislama, Chinese, Maya, Nahuatl, Korean, and Maltese. I think those are the 10. Yes, but I took French in high school I took 5 French courses in high school. I took 4 years of Spanish in high school, or no, I took 4 years of Spanish in high school. I took a semester of Korean in college. I took 3 semesters of Chinese. I took 2 semesters of Nahuatl. I self-studied Maya. I started self-studying Portuguese a few weeks ago, but I've been involuntarily learning Portuguese for a few years now because I get a lot of posts on Instagram in Portuguese, so I've been reading those and watching Portuguese videos for like the past 2 or 3 years. So I was recently in Brazil last week, and for the most part I can understand Portuguese when people speak to me, and I can speak a little bit. So that is my newest goal, is to learn Portuguese completely fluently. And when I was there, I had a lot of conversations with people and I did quite okay. So I love language learning. It's something very near and dear to my heart. I really like language learning because you get to talk with people that you'd never be able to talk with if you didn't speak that language. Like for instance, when I was in Brazil has over 100 million people, and I would have never been able to speak with those people if I didn't know any Portuguese. And it's the same with, like, I took a semester of Korean. I don't know that much Korean, but I know some words and phrases. Whenever I meet people from Korea, I can like say a few words and phrases and have some small talk with them in Korean, and it always makes them happy. Like there's this man who walks around my college campus who for some reason he only speaks Korean, and he'll just come up to me and start talking to me in Korean, and I'm always like annyeonghaseyo, and we just like chat a little bit with a little bit of Korean that I know. So it's like you get to make people's day, you get to have conversations with people, and you get to think about the world in a different worldview, because when I speak Spanish, I have a different personality and a different worldview than when I'm speaking French versus when I'm speaking English. So the languages that I say I speak are English, French, Spanish, Bislama, some Portuguese now, and some Mandarin, like just the basics of Mandarin, and I got the basics down for Portuguese. Then the other languages I can communicate within like minimally. Like if I go to the country, I can like get around, right? But I don't speak fluently. So yeah. So language learning is quite a task. Like I've been learning French since freshman year of high school. I'm now going to my 5th year of college. My program's 5 years. So that's 9 years of learning French. Like I've watched so many movies in French. I've listened to so many French songs. It's a long process. Like, and I'm still not completely fluent in French. I'm conversational. Like sometimes I have conversations with people in French. I'm like, am I fluent? And I don't feel comfortable calling myself fluent yet. And it's the same with Spanish. Like I think if I lived for a few more months in a French-speaking country or a Spanish-speaking country, I would be like comfortable calling myself fluent. But I still need a little bit more time with that. Which language learning, it's a long journey. Like you can become conversational in French in a year or two if you study really hard. Same with Spanish, you can become conversational with Spanish in a few months. But to get real fluency, like that takes a long time, especially if you're learning a language that's from a completely different language family. Like learning Chinese, that can take like 15 years. Like it takes a long time to learn a language, but it's something that's so beautiful and so worth it. Yeah, people will make fun of you, people will mock you, people will say that you speak strangely, and they'll laugh. But at the end of the day, it's still worth it. Like being able to communicate with so many people is so worth it. I remember when I first decided in 8th grade, when we were signing up for our high school courses, like in 8th grade is in middle school in the United States, right? So we were signing up for which classes we would take in 9th grade, and I put down French. And I remember, like one of my family members said, why would you take French? Like take Spanish. Like we live in the United States, a lot of people speak Spanish, you should take Spanish. I was like, no, I want to take French. And I took French. Like I was told it would be of no use to me, and it's of such great use to me. I've traveled to so many French-speaking countries. I have so many French-speaking friends, and I get to speak French with them. And I just love French culture, French francophone culture. I love it so much. And it's the same with any other language I've learned. I've learned so many different languages that people have told me, yo, man, that's a waste. You're never going to use it. But that's not true. I can communicate with so many people now. For instance, I speak a language called Bislama. And the thing is, the language Bislama is mutually intelligible with other languages that also exist. Like Bislama is from Vanuatu, but Bislama is mutually intelligible with the language of Papua New Guinea, with the language of the Solomon Islands, and the language of the Torres Strait in Australia. So I can speak with people from all those different countries just because I learned one language. And it's the same with Spanish. Like the reason why I can speak some Portuguese now is because I learned Spanish. So like language learning, if you really want to learn a language, learn it. And it will literally change your life. Like you'll have a new set of music genres that you can listen to and understand, new movie culture, new pop culture that you can love. Like I love like Spanish language music, like reggaeton, bachata, merengue, mariachi, like cumbia. Like I love so many different Latin music genres, and I love French music genres. I love French reggae, I love French pop, French rap, I love French pop culture. Like you get to learn about a whole new world. Like literally like the movie Aladdin, a whole new world. It's amazing. So my newest goal is to learn Portuguese. So hopefully I can be pretty conversational with Portuguese within the next few months. I became conversational in Spanish in like 9-ish months. No, I became like conversational in Spanish, somewhat conversational in Spanish in like 6 months. 3 months? I don't know. Because I took 3 years of Spanish in 9 months. And I don't know exactly how long it took me to become conversational. But since I already know Spanish, Portuguese is similar to Spanish, and I was in Brazil, and like I learned so much. I was learning it so quickly. Like I think like within like 2 or 3 months of like good study, I think I could become conversational to like a comfortable level. So yeah, if you want to learn a language, go for it. My biggest tip for language learning is to learn a language that you want to learn. Like if you don't want to learn a language, you're not going to learn the language. Like if you take Italian in school, but you don't want to learn Italian, you're not going to learn Italian. You're not going to want to practice. You're not going to want to study. Like a lot of language learning is doing the work yourself. Like taking classes is really helpful, but you also have to do a lot of work outside of taking classes. Like you're going to have to like watch movies and listen to music and listen to podcasts and have conversations with people and actually go out of your way to make friends and have conversations with people. Like to learn French and Spanish, like I had to go out of my way to find people to speak with, to chat with every day, to talk with on the phone every day, to get better with my language, with my language skills. And the thing is, like, just speaking another language is just so beautiful, and people will appreciate it if you learn the language of their country. Like when I went to Brazil, people were like, wait, how do you know Portuguese? I'm like, I just studied it a little bit. I practiced a little bit. And yeah, I think it also will stroke your ego a little bit, because if you go to a country where people aren't used to people learning their language, people will be like, oh my goodness, you speak so well. Like, wow, like, thank you for learning our language. And people will be really grateful. So, and it really builds connections, and you'll have friends from all over the world. Like just by learning Spanish, you can make friends all over Latin America, in Equatorial Guinea and Spain, in Spanish-speaking communities in Morocco. Same with French. If you learn French, you could speak with people in France and Switzerland and Martinique and the Caribbean and Senegal and West Africa and Central Africa and Democratic Republic of Congo. Like all around the world. Like language learning really will change your life. And if you guys want me to make a part 2 of this video, I would love to. I already made a video like this like about a year ago. But I'm like, you know what? Let me make a new video updating. Because before it was 9 languages, now it's 10 languages. And I've also like self-studied a little bit of Provençal. When I was a kid, I would like self-study Danish. Like I've self-studied a lot of different languages. Sometimes I didn't get very far. Like Maltese, I did not get very far, because I was in Malta for a few weeks. Like I didn't really feel like it made sense for me to continue self-studying that language. Korean, I only did for a semester because I wasn't really liking learning Korean that much. But I could get around a little bit. I could order, I could get into a taxi, I could speak and ask for directions a little bit. So it's just fun. Like I feel like language learning is like a puzzle. You get to broaden your horizons and let that take you where it takes you in life. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. This video is not meant to brag, but it's just a fun video. Because language learning is a really big passion of mine. I love it so much. It's like, I don't know what I would do if I didn't learn other languages. It's just so beautiful and fun to me. You get to be exposed to new cultures. But let me know if you have any questions below, and if you want me to make a part 2, like what do you want me to talk about in the part 2? But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.